levels of service, they've come from the private insurance companies. I think under this plan, that will happen less.
I'm a little too tall for this. But, okay, so I'm 20 years old. I'm from Newton, also, Mr. Frank. I kind of differ from the composition of this room. I'm sure everybody here cares about their children or their grandchildren, and I kind of look at it from a different perspective. I have to deal with this for the next, I'd like to think 80 years of my life. Hopefully, probably will be around 60. But I don't understand, and I understand that George Bush passed through the first bailout bill, and you would say that if I didn't say that, because he loves to vote his name. But he passed the first one, Obama passed the second one, and we're in a hole, big hole, that we have to climb out of. And I don't understand how in good conscience, as the chairman of the Senate or the House Finance Committee, you can try to push through a bill like this, which will add so substantially to our deficit that I, as a 20-year-old person, will have to deal with this for the rest of my life. And I will have to take it. I don't get it.
In that form, and that's why I'm pushing to pay for it. I'm sorry, sir. Right, finish, please finish. I know you got a lot of years.
I hope this makes up for my hooting and hollering back there.
To be honest, I don't think it makes up. I think that's really not an appropriate way to carry on the conversation. But I do think that it should be. How are you going to come?
The mic. He's turning the mic off.
Question, if you're not, turn the mic back on.
Turn his mic off.
Okay, there we go. Well, I just don't understand how you propose to pay for this in any other way, as you just said. Without raising taxes, and I understand that you want to raise taxes on a portion of people who earn a significant amount of money. But I don't understand where you come across saying that people who earn under anybody $500,000, you want to raise that, or lower that to $325,000, that tax? It's on people to pay for that.
We got that wrong. Tell me when you're ready for me to respond.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I do want to pay, but I don't know where you got that lowering 500 to 325. That doesn't look good. I'm sorry, sir. 500,000, you may have confused the thing. 500,000 is the cutoff in the bill right now, where small businesses, 500,000 is the payroll. If you're a small business and your payroll is under 500,000, you're exempt from the tax. I think that 500 is too low. I want to push that further off. 325 is the income level for individuals, where you pay a surtax. So I do think that when Bill Clinton became president in 1993, I voted to raise taxes on upper income people, only the amount. When you raise taxes on the income, it's only on that part of the income, not on the average. We raised it from 36% to 39%. That helped us reduce the deficit, and it had no negative effect on the American economy. I do not believe that people at that level of income stop working at that relatively small marginal tax. I'm sorry, sir, can I continue? These are complicated issues. I'll try one more time. You have some more to say, okay, but at some point I got to be able to.
Current calculation is placed at 55%. The tax will go up to 55.
Oh, is it?
Glenn Beck said last night, dude. Come on.
Right. It depends. You can't. That's assuming. Well, I don't think it's 55% for most people. It depends on where. It depends on your state tax, your federal. So you really can't make that statement. I'm sorry. When do I? These are complicated things. Okay, here's the deal. It's not going to be 55% in most places. We raised it from 36 to 39%. By the way, when you're trying to accumulate those taxes, some of the other taxes are deductible for your federal income tax. So your 55% figure is badly mistaken. So, what you use it. So then the question is, okay, George Bush asked Congress to lower the tax back to 36%. We did. It cost us money, and I don't think it was helpful. They also, the Republicans, and I differ on this side, want to abolish the estate tax. It only applies to about the top 2% of earners. We are talking about an estate tax in the millions. Only if you have millions could that be abolished. That would cost a lot of money. So I do believe we should raise taxes on the wealthiest people, 325,000 above. We also, this is something that, I guess here I'm surprised at the opposition to. There is a lot of tax evasion that goes on from companies that are American, that do business overseas. The Obama administration just brought a good case against UBS, the Swiss bank, and they're going to get an awful lot of money back from back taxes. So I am for doing those too. There is one other place I would pay for. It's a legitimate difference of opinion, the military. I believe America is the granddaddy to the whole world on the military. If you look at the military budgets of Germany and France and Spain and England, who, very sensible, very coaching. The fact is that if you want to subsidize the militaries of the Western Europeans, then why don't you send them a check personally? I think it's a great mistake. I do not think we need the weapons that we built to defeat the Soviet Union. The Iraq War, once again, I'm not talking about the past of the Iraq War. I think President Obama is wrong to say we're going to stay in Iraq to the middle of 2011. The time has come to leave Iraq in an orderly fashion, protecting the troops, and save tens of billions of dollars. I believe a combination of those things, and I think more Americans are in danger from not having their health needs met appropriately than are in danger because the Kurds and the Arabs are fighting in the north of Iraq.
I just want to make an announcement. We're going to make room for about 5 more questions. You can see the time. It's 8:30. The meeting was supposed to adjourn at 8. We'll have to go on talking to Frank was nice enough. Let us go an extra half hour. And
Because the 10 minutes can be started.
yeah, plus 10 minutes on our time. So I'm asking for 5, 7. These 10 more minutes. And then adjourn the meeting tonight.
Who pays your salary?
Right. Good question. We the people.
Go today, sir.
Shorten the questions and response.
My question is, the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional in my opinion. You take an oath to obey the Constitution, so shouldn't you resign if you're breaking your oath?
If I'm breaking my oath, yes. I do not believe that the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional. I do plan to put some legislation through that will curtail some of its powers, but no, I don't think it's unconstitutional. No court's ever held that. Every president from Woodrow Wilson on has, in fact, thought it was playing a very important role. Every country has a central bank and a developed economy, and I don't think you can do without one.
Where in the Constitution?
Hi. I work in a hospital. I'm going to work. I'm done here. I wanted to say Milford Regional Hospital. The reason I wanted to tell you that is because they weren't able to give us a cost of living raise this year. So instead of having to lay off anybody to make ends meet, every single manager in that hospital, including the board and CEO, took pay cuts to keep from having to fire anybody. And you bailed out these huge corporations, and then they're taking millions and millions of dollars in packages. So that being said, I want to read page 5, HR 32. Section D says, initiates, this is about how it's going to be paid for, initiate shared responsibility among workers, employees, and the government so that all Americans have coverage of essential benefits. Now, I take exception where it says, and the government, because number one, the government doesn't have money. We pay you. So if we take the government and cross that out, taxpayers, it says, it will be paid for by employees, workers, and taxpayers, which is the workers. So, with what my hospital did, my question is, instead of the government, which has no interest in this at all, because you're not going to be on the system, and you're not putting into the system. We are. You're taking it from us and putting it back. So, we as the taxpayers and workers, we should be able to, this is my question, we should be able to get the good people, like the CEOs and the people at my hospital who are willing to say people are the bottom line, not the dollar, get together with good people from insurance companies all over the country, get together with pharmaceutical companies all over the country, and get together with the good people and say, we need to cover everybody, we need to do this, how can we do it? Can you take a little bit of cut in your profit? Can you take a little bit? Where can we meet in the middle? Let the private citizens do this. This is not a fight about
Well, I don't think charity